Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this is Tuesday, November 21st, 2023, with Thanksgiving just a few days away. McDonald's, Mickey D's, has brought back, they said they wouldn't, but they have brought back the one and only McRib. And I can tell you, it's been probably a couple years since I have consumed one. And today is going to be one of those days where I nestle the flavor of a fast food, whatever the heck you want to call it, version of a rib sandwich from McDonald's into my face. I'm inviting you to join me. I gotta find one first though. I was looking on the McDonald's app. There's not a whole heck of a lot of the franchise that carries the McRib. So I gotta go on a quest. Join me, shall you? There's a squirrel rustling around over there in the foliage. Barely kind of see him. Well, he's now popped onto the other side. So I'm just sitting here on Market Street. Gonna check online and see possibly if the Celebration one will have one. If not, I might have to go over to Four Corners or maybe some of the other areas to find them. Hopefully not all the way to Davenport, but you never know. Also, I hurt my ankle yesterday. I think I twisted my ankle or something. My foot is like kind of hurting a little bit. So it's kind of a good thing I'm not gonna be walking a whole crap ton today. I'm just gonna be eating crap, not walking it. Now that Market Street is all blocked off, whenever someone has to go to the post office, they all park over there. They kind of go to this little horseshoe area here where the fountain and the park is. I'm excited about seeing some snow out here when that happens. It's not happening yet. It's still gonna be a series of days before that happens, but yeah. Fast food time. Been asked a few times where the clock is here in town. So if you just look for the Bank of America and look for this structure, all you have to do is go that direction and then turn around, and there, lurking in the shadows, and you can see the day is kind of sort of getting away from me. I've just been lounging around. I was enjoying the homestead, relaxing, staying off the foot. I don't think it's anything major. I don't think I broke it or sprained it. I think I just kind of twisted it. So I'm able to walk. I just gotta tread lightly. All right, I decided to try the one here just to see if they do have them. Then I'll go ahead and get one here. If they don't, I'll go somewhere else and I'll check the app. All right, it looks as if they are gonna have it. Now I'm not gonna get a Dr. Pepper to go with it. I'm just gonna get a water. But they do have the McRib here, and I did check the McDonald's app, and it showed that there were a few around Central Florida that did not have them, but evidently it said the Celebration one doesn't. But in fact, it does. It's good to know. I think I might get two. I don't eat these often, so I might as well go for the gusto, right?
Not with the order?
Do you have the McRib?
Yes.
Okay, can I get 2 McRibs and a large fry?
Okay.
And 3 bottles of water.
All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, go for it.
Thank you. 2309. They have 2 drive-through lanes here. The one I just went through, right over there, and this one. And they merge into one. Them golden arches are beckoning. That was relatively easy. You already see the grease starting to formulate there on the bag. See the sun kind of starting to set over there. Well, it'll be setting soon. Heading over to Island Village, a new area. It's technically in Celebration, but it's also kind of on the outskirts. I like that you drive underneath this classic kind of roadside, even though it's new, bridge that they built that kind of reminds me of the small town Americana. And when I was driving out of the parking lot, the bag slid off into the floor. And like half of the fries, half the large fries kind of fell off. So I got about half the fries now, which is probably good because I did get 2 McRibs. But I got the 2, I was sipping on the one. The third Dasani, still it's in the car, so I got 2 Dasanis there. I really like this area over here. This is a new section. In fact, they're doing a lot of construction. You can probably even hear it over across this particular lake. You can see that. It's amazing how early the sun sets now that they have the time change a couple weeks ago. But soon all these stores, a lot of these condos and houses here are all starting to fill up. People moving in, and so eventually these stores you see over here are all going to be open. And there's a nice little seat right here, so I could probably just grab a seat right here and do a little research while I'm eating, share some facts about the McRib, and feed my belly and have something I haven't had probably in a couple years. With my half large fry, the other half spilled down into the floor, so I got to clean those out of the bottom of my car. And I got the one McRib here, and I got the other McRib here. Now last year, McDonald's was kind of heavily promoting something called a farewell tour, that they were going to say farewell to the McRib and they weren't going to bring it back. But like a lot of farewell tours, I mean, how many times has Kiss said they're not going to tour anymore? Well, I'm just using that as an example. Or it's a lot of rock bands. So I guess you could almost classify this as rock band status. They say they're not coming back, and then they do. I think Ozzy said he's not going to tour anymore. I think the last tour, no more tours, or something they're calling it. Let's see if that happens. Okay, I had to shift back just a little bit. The sun was really abrasive there, so I got the stuff here behind this pole. So this started in 1981, the McRib did, and went till about 85. Sold okay. It became on the menu, I think, before that. It was in some test markets. So it's an early 80s fast food. You know, McDonald's really kind of, for me, I started to know about McDonald's in the early 80s with all the promotion stuff. You know, I was born in 74, so at 81 I would have been 7 years old. So we're just hitting those formidable years of knowing about pop culture and things like that, or at least kind of started inundating your brain. And then in 85 they pulled it, and then a few years later they brought it back, but on a limited basis. And now, currently, this thing is a sloppy, disgusting mess. Granted, okay, let me paraphrase that. It's not their fault, it's my fault for letting it slip off the top of the car. But now it's kind of genius that they pull it off the menu, which always makes me think, if a place has something all year, which I love the fillet of fish. I know it's complete garbage, but the fillet of fish is a go-to. All right. So does it make more sense? Look at this. Ooh, I need to have the fries in here. Right here. Let me try this. Man, that is a messy piece of goodness. The McRib. It's back, baby. It's sloppy, it's back, and there's some heavy rumors about what the heck this is. I can remember in 2003, no, 2011, I remember it was kind of spewing all around that it was that. This is probably not true. I'm sure it's probably been fact-checked. That there were parts of this that resembled and possibly could have been a yoga mat. And you can kind of see it, that if, I don't know if anyone's ever done yoga on that, but it would be a tasty session. I'm trying to get a thumbnail here, obviously. Probably be easier if I just Photoshop something, but I keep it basic. There we go. The McRib. But does it make more sense to have something all year, not build up hype, or not have it, bring it back, sell 3 times the amount in a short time, and almost make more money than you would make probably over a 3 or 4 month period by having it for a few weeks? Things that make you go, That's not bad. Now I don't know if it's the sauce that makes it good, or if it's the delicious onions on there, or it's the 1 or 2 pickles that they cram on top. Here's what's interesting about sandwiches. It's not one particular item on said sandwich that really tastes good. It's the goulash of everything kind of combined. I wish I had a real chair. I'm kind of like teetering here on this side. There we are. Also, I probably should look up the calorie count. I'm going to hit up Wiki, short for Wikipedia, because you know you can always trust the internet. Anything the internet says is true, even though I believe certain sites like the one I just mentioned, I think anybody can go in there and adjust it. All right, this is tasty. I'm glad they brought this back. Honestly, I should have brought some wet naps. Have something I can wash, because I'm going to have some sticky hands after eating all this BBQ sauce. It's not Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce by any means. but it is BBQ sauce. I don't even know if I want to pull my phone out and research some of this stuff because my hands are so messy. The bread is pretty good. It has the little, what do you call those, sesame seeds, or the little seeds that's on there. Kind of reminds me, I mean, Philly Captain is going to probably come after me for saying this, but it almost reminds me of like a Philly cheesesteak piece of bread. I mean, granted, it probably isn't, but that's my first impression of like the softness of it. Florida version of a barbecue, fast food, crappy Philly. I don't know if you caught that, but I just made a yummy sound. Like Young Frankenstein said. You just made a yummy sound. It's the whole conglomeration. It's not one particular thing. I love pickles, so I know a lot of people don't like pickles or onions. I can't imagine what this would be for your taste buds if you didn't have the pickles or onions on here. I don't even know if I would get it if someone said, hey, I got you a McRib without the pickles and onions. I don't think it would have the same goodness. All right, let's just take a quick little gander here and just kind of paraphrase that. So again, 81, before that it was in a test market, but it came out in 81. There's a lot of nonsense here, which who even knows how to like comprehend what even that even means. I mean, you can, but that's not really what's important. When you're eating fast food, there's really no reason to try to justify. You just got to kind of go all in. Ingredients are a pork patty, home-style roll, barbecue sauce, pickle slices, and slivered onions. Interesting, slivered onion. Poor sales in 85, started in 81. It was reintroduced in 89, and staying on the menu in 2005. And then in 2006, a year later, they decided just to make it very short-lived. It is a 5.5-inch roll. Okay, this is interesting. The same guy that invented the chicken nugget in 79, 2 years later, did the McRib. McNuggets were so well received. You know, it does kind of have a McNugget taste to it. McNuggets really are not good, but there's something about them that are delicious. It's just like, I don't know what it is. I eat a McNugget and I'm like, why am I eating these? And it's kind of the same feeling I have when I'm eating a McRib. I've already finished one, and I'm gonna go into the other one at some point as well. I've been kind of tapping those fries a little bit too. Not immediately successful, you don't say, because it stopped. Sales were mediocre. Removed in 85, determined that pork was not eaten frequently in the US. Okay. McRib tied into the theatrical release of the Flintstones. And then back in 05, a press release of the McRib was permanently removed as the McRib Farewell Tour. What the heck? It's been on a farewell tour since 05? It's literally 18 years. It could buy a pack of cigarettes. You know, and I probably, by the looks of it, I would think this right here might have smoked a carton or two. Look at this. Hey, look at this gooey goodness. Look at this little onion right here wanting to be free. Don't eat me. Wearing my Holidays in Hell HHN shirt. This is the holidays, and the way my stomach is going to feel and my bowels are going to feel after eating these is going to be like HE double hockey sticks. The bowels of Hades. Now I know I go off the rails with my diet. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I do bad. I was looking back at pictures of myself from this time last year, November, December last year. I was really, really heavy. I'm still really heavy. Gained a lot of weight back since the Thin by Dragon Con. I need something else to get me motivated, which will be happening soon, but ebbs and flows. Only being human kind of sucks. Giving in to temptation. But I'm doing all right. Didn't mean to go off on that tangent though, but out of everything I've said, I do not drink soda anymore. I haven't drank soda in like 5 months. With the exception of like a Club Cool at Epcot, like a little sample cup, or a fat-free Minute Maid, or a sugar-free Minute Maid from the Coca-Cola Freestyles in the DVC Lounge, things like that. I don't drink soda anymore, which kind of makes me sad because this would go really good with the McDonald's Coca-Cola, the best Coca-Cola on the planet. Messy, messy, messy. I think my foot's feeling a little bit better. And my foot has a freaking onion on it. And a big chunk of this barbecue sauce. Look at this. I'm gonna like reach down, take this off my shoe, put that back in the bag. I'm just gonna put that right there. This is a mutated, frivolously tasty treat. I don't know how else to describe it. Does anything else even exist like this on the freaking planet? What spaceship did this come out of? What alien life form nestled this thing up in its kitchen? I mean, I know it was the guy that created the McNugget, but yeah. If you can believe what's on the online. Man, I don't feel like I can't do a proper review unless I was to go there and get it without dropping the bag. Good news is I've shuffled up the flavors. I just stripped it on there. I've shuffled up the flavors, so maybe it's extra good. All right, going in. And it's good to have this, using it as like a bib. Oh man. Praise the McRib. Truthfully, it's not that bad. It's the sauce. It's the sauce, the onions, and the pickles. Maybe one of the messiest things I've eaten in a long time. This thing is so messy. Now when you go get coffee, you can say, oh, I want half the creamer, half the sugar. Could you get half of the BBQ sauce? I feel like this would be just as good if it wasn't as messy with half the BBQ sauce. And then you could double up on the onions, and double up on the pickles. I thought about going out and doing a bunch of walking. I got a couple ideas for some videos coming up here in the next few days. I was gonna go out and walk an immense amount of steps, covering some ground, but I'm gonna hold off on that. So instead, I think it's probably 2,000 calories. 1,000 calories? I gotta look that up and trust the internet again. If these were 2,000 calories each, I'm glad this is my only meal of the day. So then the fries add in, it's like what, 18,000 calories? I can usually go all day without eating. I drink coffee in the morning. I stay so busy doing other things, filming usually, but this episode's a little bit later in the day. And then usually when I wind down in the evening is when I get hungry. If I wasn't eating this, I would do really good. I feel like I've had a cheat month. No, I feel like I've had a cheat since Hawaii. I haven't been doing great. I haven't been doing bad, but I haven't been doing great. I'm gonna give an unpopular opinion in which I know people are gonna come after me for it, but I am not a huge barbecue guy. I don't crave barbecue all the time. I do like Buc-ee's brisket sandwiches, amazing. Dare I say one of the best brisket sandwiches I've ever had. There's a piece of heavy machinery driving over there to work on that house. But as far as going to a BBQ place, I probably only eat barbecue unless I'm with a friend who wants to get barbecue, or friends that want to get a little old school barbecue action. I really would not go there on my own accord except for maybe once a year. With the exception of Buc-ee's brisket. I could eat these more often than going to a legit barbecue place. I know, sounds wild. Maybe it's just the convenience of it. Look how freaking disgustingly messy this is. What the heck is going on with this? They don't show you this in the commercial. They don't show you the after of you picking up the burger. They don't show the throwing away of the cardboard here. I'm glad I got two. One would not have been enough. One would definitely not have been enough. And I can wash it down not only with my Dasani, but also the rest of the fries. What have I learned from today? That one is not enough. Two, do not put your bag from McDonald's on your dashboard while you're driving out of a parking lot. C, I don't know what the third one is. Let's trust the interwebs a little more. Only 520 calories. This is on McDonald's actual website. This is not some frivolous thing that someone puts out there. This has got to be fact, right? If old Ronnie is letting us know, if the Fry guys are sharing this info with me, it's got to be true. Look at this beautiful creation. Looks nothing like what I got. This is one that is not dropped off. Ooh, I like how they added a little drop there on the side to let you know it could get a little messy, but they do not tell you how messy it could get. Ingredients in the McRib. Ooh, take a look at this. The McRib pork patty, the home-style bun, the McRib sauce. Can you order that separately? That just looks like ketchup, but really it's, you probably just get that separately. Make your own McRib and pickle slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I count 8 there. Were there 8 pickles on my sandwich? No, there were like 3. And then these are the onions. Onions, that seems kind of accurate on how many onions there were. Nutrition summary. Nah, well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's click on it. 520 calories, 28. Good Lord. Saturated fat. Don't want to read that. Trans fat. Added sugar. 11 grams of added sugar. Got some iron in there though, so it's make me strong. The cholesterol. You know what? Just, yeah, I don't want to read the cholesterol. Vitamin D, like literally 2% daily value. And so got some potassium and some sodium. I can definitely taste the salt. Not only in that, but also in the Dasani. All right, I said that my ankle was feeling a little bit better. That's because I didn't have any weight on it. Now that I put some weight on it, I can definitely feel it's still a little tender. It's nice out here in the new area of Celebration. Houses going up everywhere. And so they say this will be the last section of Celebration to be developed. After this is done, according to rumors, local residents will share with me and other people who have opinions, there will not be any more development of homes in Celebration. So that's got to tell you something. I-4 is right over there. You think that sandwich was a mess? One thing that's good about drinking water, and the fact that I got 3 of these, is now, also look how beautiful this is. Sun going down over there. Because if I had soda, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'm gonna put the tripod right down here. Perfect. Who needs wet naps when you got Dasani? I kind of wonder what the name of this lake is and if they have their own version of Cool. I don't see any gators in here. Hope Cool stays over in Lake Reinhardt. That's my lake. That's gonna do it for today. From Celebration, did not have to commute over to any of the other areas like Davenport or Four Corners or any other Mickey D's that are in the general vicinity. Even though the app said they did not have them here, they did. Didn't have to commute too far, which was nice. That's gonna do it for today. So thanks for watching. Hope you got your calorie intake vicariously. And I'll see you in the next video. The farewell tour continues for the McRib. They fooled us all. Ronald pulled the wool over all our eyes, basically lied to us. Or, maybe they didn't. Maybe it's clever wording. Farewell tour that never ends. The vlog. Get that last bit. Is over.